I'm doing well. How are you doing? Good,
I am
good to
not
see you.
sure. I'm waiting on all this to finish, and so once we do this, legally I don't have to have it out until 3 o'clock on Monday.
I'd like to go ahead and call this meeting to order of the Bossier City Council Investigative Committee meeting, Friday morning at 10 a.m., August the 8th, 2025. I guess, Phyllis, since this is kind of out of our norm, you want me to just go ahead and
Yes, sir, we did.
read everything, the
Yes, sir.
overview of
If
the
you want
committee?
to- If you want, I mean, it depends on what you want to do. I can go over the overview of the.
Yeah, if you want to just go over the overview, that's fine, and then I can take it from there.
Okay. Resolution 39 of 2025 established an investigative committee of the Bossier City Council to review the use of public funds for parking lots at Scott's Audio and Bossier Power Equipment and to report any findings to the city council.
All right, now we'll just kind of have an update from the committee chair, which is myself, to the committee members. Before we do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and got a little prepared speech. Good morning, committee members. Each of you have received a copy of the preliminary report I compiled. While I briefly review our findings today, I want to note that portions of the report contain sensitive information. Before any public release, I will seek guidance from the Attorney General, the Louisiana Legislative Auditor regarding any content, if any should be redacted. Immediately following the adoption of the resolution that established this investigative committee, Council President Smith appointed 3 of us to serve. As chair, I coordinated with Councilman Smith to outline the necessary information and documentation we would need to conduct a thorough and efficient investigation we formally requested. Sworn statements from Mayor Chandler, Ms. Nottingham, Ms. Crawford, Mr. Jacobs, Mr. Ray, Mr. Rauschenbach, and Mr. Thompson. All relative documentation, including bids, invoices, emails, text messages, memos, phone logs, contracts, and other supporting material. I want to express my appreciation to Mr. Rauschenbach and Mr. Thompson, both of whom submitted sworn statements along with supporting documentation. Ms. Nottingham and Ms. Crawford also complied by submitting sworn statements. And based on our review, appear and have had minimal involvement in this matter. That would be Ms. Nottingham and Ms. Crawford. However, what is most concerning and clearly outlined in the report is that Mayor Chandler, Mr. Jacobs, and Mr. Ray, who according to the statements appear to have been the key decision makers, did not submit any documents. This lack of documentation has significantly hindered the committee's ability to fully assess the situation. The statement and the documents we did receive reveal several discrepancies. While it's possible that the passage of time has led to lapses in memory, the absence of corroborating documentation prevents us from verifying the facts. My original hope was that these records would paint a clear picture, allowing us to move forward and implement safeguards to prevent similar issues in the future. Unfortunately, the committee is unable to determine whether all applicable laws and procedures were followed. Therefore, I am recommending that the committee take the following actions. Pursuant to Louisiana RS 24.523, submit written notification to the Louisiana Legislative Auditor and the District Attorney of Bossier Parish as the law requires when there is reasonable cause to believe that public funds or assets may have been misappropriated. Forward our findings to the Office of the Attorney General to request a formal opinion on this matter. Submit all documentation to the Louisiana State Police, who have the authority and experience to conduct a full investigation. There have been some questions raised by the city attorney's office regarding whether the city council possesses the authority to conduct this kind of investigation. rather than engage in a protracted legal debate. I believe it is in the public's best interest for us to submit our findings to the appropriate authorities and allow them to determine proper course of action. We will comply with any guidance and directive provided by those agencies. Thank you. Are there any questions from anyone on the committee?
Just have the one. So we have asked for but not received all of the, excuse me, all of the information that we requested from the parties that are involved. We did not receive everything we asked for, correct?
That is correct. We are not taking any public comment right now.
Will you be taking public comment at the appropriate time?
No, we will not.
Pursuant to open meetings laws?
No, we will not.
You're going to have a meeting and not have public comment?
Mr. Ray, you've had the opportunity to submit everything to us, which you have not done, so I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
That's not true. We submitted pages and pages and pages of documents.
Where is it at?
We gave it to your clerk. I gave 3 packets for each submission.
You sent emails to us?
No, I sent it in.
not?
I did we sent it in sealed packages as you requested.
So we requested all documentation, emails, anything, and we have not received one single email from you pertaining to this. Are you stating that there was no emails?
You've received everything that I have, Councilman Hammonds, and you've received a tremendous amount. And as we pointed out, as the counsel, legal counsel for this council, and you've asked us no questions, you have the power under 3.09 to subpoena witnesses, administer oaths, take testimony, and require the production of evidence. You do not have the power to require a written statement under penalty of perjury. You don't have that power, and we can't give it to you just because you want it.
So you're telling us the city council does not have the power to request emails on certain money that has been spent in the city?
That's not what I said. You do have that, but you don't have the ability.
That's what I
But what you're trying to
requested.
say is all of the tremendous amount of documents that myself and Mr. Jacobs and the mayor submitted don't count because we didn't attach an affidavit swearing under penalty of perjury that it's all correct. You don't have the power to do that, and we pointed it out.
I believe we do have that power according to the charter. Is that correct, Ms.
I just read to you the
McGraw?
charter. Subpoena witnesses, administer oaths, take testimony, and require the production of evidence. You don't have the power to compel a written statement under penalty of perjury.
Okay, well, we do, so where are the emails that I requested from you?
I gave you a lot of documents, Councilman
You
Hammonds.
you gave me just a bunch of words on pages.
No, I didn't. I gave you copies. I gave you copies of our text messages together. I gave you copies of other
I'm
documents.
not talking about text messages with me and you.
Well,
I'm talking.
it was about this subject.
Okay, well, I mean, you want to go ahead and bring this out into public light. Where are the emails from you and Mr. Rauschenbach?
Councilman Hammonds, I get a tremendous amount of email, a tremendous amount. Mainly
Well, Mr.
because of our
Rauschenbach
Axon.
had no problem
I have to
finding
keep.
them.
Well, Mr. Rauschenbach has a Wagner server. I have a Bossier City server that I have to keep pared down. I don't keep emails for months and months and months. I gave you what I have.
Yeah,
If
how
you got the
convenient.
email from Mr. Rauschenbach, then you have the email.
Well, we have the emails from Mr. Rauschenbach between you and him.
Okay, well, then you have it.
Between you and Mr. Jacobs.
Okay, then you have
And
it.
that gives us enough evidence where we feel like y'all have committed crimes in the city of
Well,
Bossier,
that
where
is-
we are sitting this on to the proper authorities.
Well, that is incorrect and unfortunate, and
Well, apparently you need to go back and find those emails between you and Mr. Rauschenbach. I didn't go to law school, but
Do
it
you-
doesn't take a lawyer to figure out what y'all did.
do you mean the email that you have in your hand right now?
Yes.
That you're telling me I have to give to you?
You didn't give them to
I
me.
didn't
Mr.
have it.
Rauschenbach did.
I didn't have it.
How do we have a city server that y'all cannot, we spend all this money on technology and y'all can't go back in and find an email?
I'm telling you, I get emails through our body cam system that are tremendous. I have to keep mine pared down. I keep a 30-day window. If you ask me for an email beyond 30 days, I'm not going to have it.
So
But
we
you
have
had,
nobody at this city
you had
that
the
can go
same
back and
email,
find an
you got the
email?
same email from at least one other person. You have the email you're referencing.
Yeah, we have the email.
Yeah.
I don't need it from you now.
So what
So
spec-
we've got it.
So
We are
what
gonna turn it
specifically,
over.
what specifically do you not have that you say you've asked for?
We have no documentation from any bids that went out for these parking lots. We don't have that.
You have the quotes.
Huh?
It didn't need bids. You have quotes.
Well, you needed a bid because y'all broke Louisiana state bid law. We have an email proving that.
Well, that's your self-serving conclusion. I would disagree with that. It's two claims, as we pointed out.
It's two claims because in an email, you told him to break it up to two
That
claims.
is absolutely untrue, Councilman Hammonds.
So I
Absolutely
guess I
untrue.
can't read now. Is that what you're
Absolutely
saying?
untrue.
We have an email stating
That is what I'm saying.
So I'm not going to argue with you anymore. We are turning this over. We have already been contacted by the Louisiana State Police. We didn't contact them. They contacted us wanting all of this information.
This is exceedingly unfortunate.
It
that-
is,
we're
that y'all don't know how to
standing
do
here.
your job.
Councilman Hammonds, you absolutely know that's not true. You know that we have spoken to you, we spoke to you on March the 31st about everything that has been happening, and you were perfectly fine with it.
We got y'all's version of what happened. Now that we have got all this other evidence, what y'all are telling us is totally opposite of what happened.
That's not correct.
Okay, well, then we will let the Attorney General, the DA, and the Legislative Auditor, and the State Police, let them
I
figure
look
this
forward
out.
to that, because as I've said, since March the 25th, when you and I had this discussion in the back after the council meeting, I look forward
Yeah,
to the day
one-
to
one-
clearing my
the
name.
discussion in the back where I had two attorneys in my face cussing at me, threatening to fight me because I brought this to light.
Mr.
Are you talking about that
Gentlemen.
discussion?
Councilman Hammonds, there was
Gentlemen.
cussing. It wasn't just from the attorneys.
Oh, no, I cussed you too, because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna back down from either of you.
Gentlemen, can we,
Hammonds,
Yes.
this is bordering on some things that probably should be covered in
Well,
executive session.
Oh, I
our
agree,
assistant
I
city
agree.
attorney wanted to get up here and bring it up, so if he wants to bring it to light, we'll bring everything to
Well,
light.
Councilman Hammonds, if you're going to accuse me of crimes in a public forum, I'm going to stand up and defend myself, because I've done nothing wrong and you know it.
Y'all will
No
have
one
that,
has done
y'all will have
anything
that
wrong.
opportunity to defend yourself.
I did my job. There's not money that wasn't appropriated for this. I did my job. I do my job well. I'm proud of the job that I
Well,
do.
okay, since you brought up your job, what is your job as the assistant city attorney? Is that not a part-time job?
It is a part-time job. You want to know what I do around here? I'm the primary prosecutor in city court, which keeps me in city court Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And then I serve as an advisor to this body, but you rarely ask me questions. And then I serve as an assistant to Mr. Jacobs. I'm the primary, because of my many years of legal experience in the area of insurance defense, I also run the risk management department. The risk manager is under us and is under me.
I thought the risk manager answers to the city attorney.
Well, the legal department. I have
So you're
more
in charge of the
experience.
legal department as a
No,
part-time
I'm not in
employee.
charge of the legal department. I told you what I did. I'm an advisor to the council, to the mayor. I handle the risk management issues. That's why I'm the main person in this, and I haven't run from anything. I haven't run from any conversation. I didn't run from this. When you tried to run me off this podium today, I didn't run from it, because I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay, well, that is your right to think that you did nothing wrong.
certainly
and It
is.
is our right to think that you did.
Well,
And you will have the right, as a lawyer, to defend yourself against this if it goes any further.
Well, I have a right as
With
an
these-
employee that's being violated right now, because you're accusing an employee of the city of things that should be in executive session, as your clerk is alluding to. I also have a right as a citizen to not be accused of a crime and not be accused of a crime falsely by anyone.
Mr.
How
Hammonds-
convenient.
Well, Yeah,
Hammonds.
exactly.
Mr. Hammonds,
Ma'am?
I again state that this is inappropriate and it
Yeah.
should not be happening. I would suggest to to close this meeting out. And if you, as the committee chair, wish to, just send whatever to the.
Yeah, okay, I will
to the
do this,
council.
then we will make a motion to,
Are we,
no, not make a motion. My recommendation is that we will send this to the full council for them to take the appropriate actions to see what they want to, where they want to send it from here.
does anybody have any objections to that?
Huh?
no, ma'am.
I suggest that you adjourn this meeting.
Meeting adjourned.